Terrible. Nice.
You are in the mosquito net?
Yes.
Are you liking it?
Yeah, I'm free from mosquitoes. Yeah, I like it. I like being in India.
Yeah. Yes, me too.
அங்க ஒரு ஒழுங்கிட்டு இருக்காது பின்னாடி.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatadam Bande Shri Gurum Dintalanam Ramanand Madhvam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanto Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama राम राम हरे हरे हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय सिंबल भक्त वृंद की जय नित्य गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल की जय हरे कृष्णा last last Saturday I believe last Saturday we recap NOI before that we talked about or we started talking about definition of Uttam Bhakti. So I would like to understand if there is any doubt, any concern, anything based of what we discussed or what we have been discussing about what is Uttama Bhakti, pure devotion. Anybody has anything that they would like to ask or share?
So Uttam Bhakti is actually for Uttamadhika. I mean, uh, if a person is able to do Uttam Bhakti, then that means they are Uttamadhikari, right?
Uttam Bhakti is for everybody. Everybody should do Uttam Bhakti, but maybe everything that we are doing is not Uttam Bhakti.
Hmm.
So some part of that is Uttam Bhakti and some part is not Bhakti at all. So everybody is doing Uttam Bhakti and you will see that. I have a slide to explain that. Our goal is to do nothing but do only Uttam Bhakti. Is it clear, Prabhu? So
Yes, bro.
so if I ask, are you doing Uttam Bhakti? Answer is yes. Now are you doing all the time Uttam Bhakti? Maybe not. Maybe you are doing certain thing which are not Bhakti at all. But as long as you are doing which are aligned with the teaching of Sastra, then that is Uttam Bhakti. So it might not be very prominent in our behavior, in our dealings, in our day-to-day activity, but Uttam Bhakti is there. All of us are doing Uttam Bhakti up to some extent. How much, that is the subject to understand. And when we say bhakti, bhakti always implies to Uttama Bhakti. No other bhakti. There is no other bhakti. Bhakti is Uttama Bhakti. Clear? So
Yeah,
the definition of, yeah, please go ahead.
yeah. So what I mean, based on nectar of instructions, what I'm seeing is um, Kanish Adhikari is attempting to do bhakti. I mean, he's just started. His faith is not very firm. Madhyam Adhikari has a firm faith, but not enough knowledge. But the Uttam Adhikari is
Everything.
totally fixed. So
Uttama Bhakti.
all three are doing Uttam Bhakti.
But Kanishta is doing little bit of the Uttama Bhakti. Yes. All the glasses are full, but the capacity of the glasses are different. 1 gallon glass, 10-gallon glass, or 1 gallon bucket, 10-gallon bucket, or 100-gallon buckets. All the buckets are full. All the buckets, they're full up to the brim. But Kanishta has only 1 gallon bucket. So you will see that. That's a good, very good that you are asking. That type of question is what I'm looking for. So we gave the definition and we said that Anya Vilasita Punyam Gyan Karmadhyanavritam Anukulenu Krishnanu Silanam Bhakti Uttam. Uttam Bhakti has all other Avilasha, desire, Shunyam. But it's free from Gyan and Karma. And in pure bhakti, we are always doing things which are favorable to Krishna. We are following the teaching, instruction that is given by Guru Shastra and Sadhu from Krishna. So that's why we saw this. We talked about bhakti has these two primary anga, primary characteristic, and it's very important. Mukhya lakshan and gaun lakshan. Primary characteristic and secondary characteristic. Do you know what was the example we gave to differentiate and make it clear?
I think mix of water and tea or something. Example.
Yes, or lemon tea, or particular, drink that is known for a single element that is added. The best example we can give is there is sugar, there is water, and then there is tea. In order for that drink to be called tea has to be there. But there can be a drink without tea. You can have a drink without tea and you can drink it, but that's not tea. So tea is making it a tea. So in definition of bhakti, anukulenu krishnanu is extremely important. Okay, you have anavilasta sunyam. You have no other desire. And you are not aspiring for Gyan and Karma. But if you are not doing what Krishna has asked us to do, then it's not bhakti. So example is given that people who are following Ashtanga Yoga, people who are following severe austerity, maybe they don't have desire for karma, they have no desire for jnana, they have no other desire, but they are not following teaching of Krishna. They are not doing bhakti of Krishna. So then, according to Goswami, that is not Uttam Bhakti. So Anukulenu Krishna Anusilanam is main character. Please remember that. And secondary character is Anyavilasitaspanyam, Gyan Karmadi, Anavritam. Bhakti is bhakti because of Anukulenu Krishna Anusilanam. Extremely, extremely important. So if you understand this definition very carefully, then literally we are doing bhakti according to what Krishna has taught. If Krishna has said that this should not be done, and if you are doing, then it's not the bhakti. That's why we had this slide here. Or one of the information I remember sharing in this one here. That which is pleasing to Krishna and that which is done for pleasing Krishna. Which one is bhakti? And answer should be the first one. Anukulenu Krishnani. That which is pleasing to Krishna means what Krishna has asked us to do. And in the picture, it been shown here that Chanura and Mustika, when they were fighting with Krishna, it was pleasing to Krishna. Krishna wants to fight, but that fighting was not favorable to Krishna. But when Mother Yashoda is not fighting, she's chastising with a stick. But that is pleasing to Krishna. So she is doing bhakti. Is it clear? So it's very, very important to understand what is bhakti and what is not bhakti. So Anushilanam has these two types. Very important to remember. Chesta Rupa Anusilanam and Bhava Rupa Anusilanam. We are following Krishna, but Chesta Rupa Anusilanam. We are trying, we are endeavoring to follow Krishna's teaching. Our nature is not there. I became a devotee. What does it mean? Or I'm trying to be devotee. What does it mean? It means that I'm endeavoring to understand the teaching. I'm trying to align my life with the teaching that is presented by Krishna. So we are making chesta. You know chesta, right? Many of you know, right? So endeavor. Okay. And perfect example is sadhana bhakti. When we are following sadhana bhakti, that means we are doing chesta, chanting around in the morning. We are getting up in the morning, although we don't want to get up. So chista endeavor is being done. Okay. So anusilanam, things which are favorable to Krishna can be done by endeavor, or it can be done spontaneously. We have natural propensity to do it. Okay. So unless and until we have Bhavarupa Anusilanam, where our desire is to serve Krishna, until then we are not Mahabhagavat. Prahlad Maharaj, all he had to do is that he had to say that, yes, my dear father, you are everything. There is nothing beyond you. You are the absolute truth. There is no other truth superior than you. That's all. Alad Maharaj would have been nicely treated. He was prince. All the luxurious lifestyle would have been at his disposal, but that was not his personality. So naturally, he had bhakti for Krishna. So bhava rupa anusilanam. And that is exhibited when we are very advanced in Krishna consciousness, such as in bhava or prema. So we'll see the definition of everything. The sadhana bhakti is chesta rupa anusilanam. Most of the devotees who are trying to be devotee, they are doing anusilanam by chesta, by endeavor. Very important to understand. So we are chesta rupi anusilanam. But our goal is that through the process of bhakti, it should become our nature, which means becomes bhava rupa anusilanam. Please make a note of these points. Remember this point. It's very important. So Anya Vilasita Sunyam, there are some more understanding of this concept. Anya Vilasita Sunyam means devoid of all other desires that are deep rooted in one's nature. Trying to avoid. So what are some of the desires? Can somebody start telling what are the desires that's deep rooted in our heart? For example, criticizing, very deep rooted. It's very normal conditioning to criticize others, finding fault, lying, cheating, right? These are, the vilasa that, or one may have the vilasa. Like what? I want to be the richest person. I couldn't make big in the material world. Let me deal with the devotee so that I can become very famous among devotee. Right? These are all annavilasa, ulterior desire. Can you all give some of the other desires? What are some of the other desires to make it more clear what we are talking about? What are the desires which are considered annavilasa, ulterior desires?
Desire to be praised and recognized.
Yes, desire to be praised and recognized. Puja, pratishtha. Yes, puja, pratishtha. What else? What are the other annavilasa?
I
Can you
think
say some?
very first verse of the nectar of instruction talks
Huh?
about. Oji, my throat is not good, but I'm talking about
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
very first verse of the nectar of
Vachu
instruction.
bega, mansa krodha bega.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
bega,
those
daya
are
pasta
the
bega.
yes.
Yes, those are the ulterior, desires. Right. What else? I want to make sure that we understand what are the annavilasa. Please speak out. Give me some annavilasa.
Not eating prasadam or the taste from
Yeah. Eating foods which are very tasty for tongue, but it's not offered to Krishna. Yes. What else? There's many annavilasa. Please speak out so that I can move to the next slide.
Feeling that I'm better than others.
Yes. Superior complexity. Complexity. There's superiority complex, thinking that I am superior than others. I know things how to do. I can do better. Yes, that is Anya Vilasa. What is your
Desire for
other Avil?
perfection.
Huh?
Uh, Being a perfectionist.
Yeah, trying to be perfect. Yeah, perfected, perfectionist. Yes, yes. People will say everything should be perfect. I will make it perfect. They'll say like that, but they cannot do one thing right. So yes, this is all illusion. In material world, there is nothing perfect. This morning we were talking in Bhagavatam class that if Prabhupada would have get caught into the problems that he had to deal, then today none of us would have got the chance to become Krishna conscious. Oh, Prabhupada would have said so much problem. I cannot deal with it. Stop now. No, looking at the bigger picture. Utility is the principle. What I can do based out of the resources that I have. So the bigger picture is that every endeavor should be made to be a pure devotee. No ulterior desire. But then a contrast is being created here. That what happens if you are in a death threatening situation and you are praying, Lord, to protect you. Answer is given that a devotee, when he is in a death threatening situation, he is not asking Krishna to give him longer life, because once life is given, then he will enjoy the senses. Again, I'll go back to what I have been doing and I'll be who I am. No. Most of the time, you and I are saying, so far my bhakti is not very firm. If I ask many of you, what is your main grievances? Many of you will say, Prabhu, my bhakti is not even started. Many of you will say, Prabhu, accept me, take me out, Prabhu. Don't put me into the bhakta category. Somebody else is bhakta. Not Prabhu is very good bhakta. But I, Sadbhujanan, I don't know. Prabhu, very good. Don't count me as a devotee. I'm completely out. Vrinda Sundari Mataji, Prabhu, no. At least please don't say this to me. Don't say that I am the bhakta. No, Satyanarayana Prabhu is a very nice devotee. I'm not. Vrinda Mataji will say, Prabhu, come on. Why you are telling me I'm a devotee? Don't you see Bimla Mataji how much she's doing? Right? So devotee has that. And if they want to live longer, they want to live for Krishna, my dear Lord. Right? My dear Lord, please. An example is given when Gajendra was caught by crocodile. And when he remembered, oh, first he didn't know who he is. He tried his best. He is trying to come out of the fighting. And when he was almost about to lose, then he realized, oh my gosh, I'm a devotee of Krishna. And I should be engaged in bhakti. My dear Lord, I have done bhakti. Please help me so that I can do your bhakti. Right? So that type of desire is short-term temporary desire. But many times, if you are the organizer of a festival and forecasting is that there is going to be heavy rain, especially Rath Yatra, where you are expecting thousands of the people to come. You say, my dear Lord Jagannath, please, we have prepared so much. The entire team has worked month and month. Why this rain is coming? Please take this rain off. Why it's too heat, too hot? Please give some, shower. Please give some, shade. These are pure, still pure bhakti. Because overall ultimate intent is to serve Krishna. So Anyavilasa is any desire than the desires which are not pleasing to Krishna. And bhakti, sadhana bhakti is very important, very, very important statement. Bhaktya sanjaya sanjataya sanjataya bhaktaya. Bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya means whatever we do to get more of it. You know, when we have some money, we invest in a way that that money will bring more money, isn't it? That's the law of, you know, material advancement. So in bhakti also, whatever bhakti we have, we use it to earn more bhakti. Okay. Okay, I have a little bit bhakti, but I want to associate with devotee. I want to engage with devotee with proper attitude. You cannot snitch. One of the things that I have seen, people make mistake. This sounds like they are snitching, you know. Sounds like they I don't need you, I can make it. Snitch. Bhakti, I can snitch. But that's impossible. Your quality, your qualification, your learning, nothing will help you snitch at the chaya. Bhakti does not come from any other sources. Bhakti comes from bhakti. So, Nectar of Devotion is teaching that bhaktya sanjataya bhaktaya. Bhakti should be invested to earn more bhakti. And that is the purpose of sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti should lead us, which is Vaidhi bhakti, to Rupanuga bhakti, to Bhava bhakti, to Prema bhakti. That's the goal. So, Anyavilasita Sunyam means all of these desires which are not favorable to bhakti of Krishna should be sidelined. And bhakti should be used to cultivate more bhakti. Bhakti should be used to elevate and get into a higher realm of bhakti. Even as a devotee, we forget that. We get into trap of, as Mataji said, puja, love, pratishtha, dhan, dhanya, dhanamna, janamna, sundarim, kavita, vajagadis, kamyam. All of that. Dhanam, janam, sundarim, glorious word. You know, not necessarily that people who are criticizing is your enemy. If their intent is right, they might be your friend. So, bhaktya sanjataya bhaktaya. Devotee is always endeavoring to accumulate sanjata. Sanjata means accumulation. To accumulate more bhakti. Isn't it good? Are you not liking the teaching of Nectar of Devotion? Please tell me. This is very, very important concept that we have to understand. So, Gyan Karma Anavritam. Now, you know what is Jnana, right? Just the knowledge. And what is the culmination of Gyan? Anybody knows? What is Bhagavad Gita teaching? What is the culmination of Gyan?
That Brahmajot,
Yeah,
Brahman realization.
yes, impersonal. When Gyan becomes sufficiently advanced, then one has propensity to merge to Krishna. When karma becomes very advanced, then it leads to niskam karma. So none of these, na jnana, na karma, or nothing else, adi, etc. Adi, hija, etc. None of this jnana and karma or adi, such as vairagya, sankhya, or yoga, none of these are goal. Okay, so gyan, karmadi. So the question is coming here. Why it says anavritam? Why it doesn't say gyan, karmadi, shunyam? Can somebody help me understand? Why it doesn't say, it says that anya vilasita shunyam, right? So it should also say that gyan, karmadi, shunyam. Why it says that no shunyam? It says anavritam. Why? Answer is there, but I would like to hear why it says that gyan and karma should be anavritam. Okay, means not covered. Avritam means covering, and unavaritam means not covered. So it should not be covered with Gyan and Karma. So why doesn't say that Gyan and Karma should be Shunya? Why doesn't say Prabhu? Not Prabhu. Why doesn't say it should be Shunya?
Um, well, um, Gyan and Karmadi means fruitive work, right? So
Yeah.
fruitive work should not, I mean, it's not there, devoid of fruitive mentality, because a person, a devotee knows that will bring him back to material existence. And Jnana is, as yeah, said that it's the just the Brahman realization. It lacks the personal association or relationship with the Supreme. So,
Right.
Anavritam, it's covered.
So
Gyan
the
is
question
there.
is here. In Bhakti, do we do karma or not? That's the question. Let me
Yeah,
ask you.
karma is there. Yeah,
Do we
devotional
do service or
service.
not? Do we do
y-
action or not?
That's very important part of
Yes. So we do
devotional
the
service.
action, right? Do we do
Yeah,
uh cultivation of knowledge or no? Huh? We
definitely.
do. Yes.
Yeah,
What we are doing right
yeah,
now.
yes, yes.
Huh?
Yeah,
So bhakti does not mean that it's Gyan and karma shunyam. Bhakti does not mean that there is no knowledge. No knowledge about Krishna, no knowledge about who Krishna is. The entire Bhagavatam is knowledge only, right? But this knowledge is for bhakti, right? So then this is Bhakti Shastra. Service is devotional service. Prabhupada says that bhakti means devotional service. And service really karma, action. Okay. So we are not saying that Gyan and Karma should be Shunya. We are saying that Gyan and Karma should be there, and those should be for cultivation of Bhakti. Bhaktya
bhakti.
Sanjayate Bhaktya. It should be for cultivation of Bhakti. So
Yeah,
people will ask you now, people will tell you, if you go and talk to somebody from Chinmaya Mission who believes in impersonal form of the Supreme Lord, they'll say that, oh, you guys criticize too much Gyan, but you always study. One of your principal limb of Bhakti is book, is studying Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Right? Out of 5 principal limb, one is studying, right? Reading books. So then, then why you are studying? What is your answer? Your answer is that this knowledge is not for gaining the knowledge. This knowledge is to know who the Supreme Lord is. Our knowledge is only for that purpose, which help us understand who Krishna is. Rasamrita Sindhu. Actually, Rasamrita Sindhu. Krishna is ocean of all the mellows. So that's the purpose of our Gyan and Karma. Is it clear? Is it clear? So our bhakti is not Gyan Karmadi Shunyam, but our bhakti is Gyan Karmadi Anavritam. Okay, it's not covered with the propensity of gaining the knowledge only or gaining the karma only. Rather, it's geared toward getting that knowledge which is essential to know Krishna. How you know what is Anukul? How you know what is to be Anusilanam, what is to be followed? How you know? You have to go to Shastra, right? Guru, Shastra, Sadhu. They have the answer. They know what is Anusilanam. So, in order for us to know what is Anusilanam, we have to go to that extent of knowledge or that extent of service. Okay, we clear? So, the bhakti definition is also given in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is coming from Narad Pancharatra. Okay, so this is another second powerful definition of bhakti. So now we saw one definition of bhakti, which is coming from nectar of devotion. This is second definition of bhakti, which is coming from Narad Pancharatra. It says, Sarvapadhir Vinur Mukta Tat Parvatena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesa Shevanam Bhaktir Chate.
Prabhuji, are you sharing?
Are you not seeing my screen?
Maybe
It
it's
says that I'm sharing.
Yes.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
seeing.
my problem, Prabhuji, as it was, I think. Thank you. And let
Okay.
me.
So Sarvapadhi Vinur Muktam Tat Parvatena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. Bhakti is defined as Sarvapadhi Vinur Mukte. What is Sarvapadhi Vinur Muktam? Means free from all other desire. Tat Parvatena, and engaging only in which type of activity that are pleasing to Rishikesha, Rishikena. So Rishikesha means Krishna. Krishna is also known as master of all the senses. So our senses, Rishikena, senses should be engaged in pleasing service of Supreme Personality of Godhead without any other designation, without upadhi. Upadhi means designation. No other ulterior motivation. So is that saying the same thing? Huh?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
So it is coming from
Sarvopadi.
Narad Muni. Sarvapadhi,
Yeah.
yes. All other designations. Upadhi.
So,
Sarva
oh,
upadhi. Sarvapadhi.
mm,
Yeah. Sarvapadhi binur muktaha. Being free from muktaha, binir muktaha. Completely free. Completely free from all types of designation. So what is the designation here? Now designation is Jnani. The designation is you know, great karmic. Designation is that I am a strong yogi. Designation is that I can do miracles. I can do something to impress people. Those are the, you know, designation. I have so many followers. There are so many people who believe in me. All of that designations that are there. You know, I'm Brahmin. That's a designation. I'm superior than Kshatriya. Kshatriya says I'm superior than Vaisya. These are all designations. We are not trying to be Vaishya. We're not trying to be Shudra. We're not trying to be, you know, king. We're not trying to be queen. Gopi Bharta Upad Kamla or Das, Das and Das. We're trying to be servants of the servants of the servants. So that's why we were saying something. So in this slide, the slide that you just see, both definitions of bhakti are compared. Anya vilasita sunyam sarvapadi vinurmuktam. Gyan karmadi anavritam nirmalam. Nirmalam means shuddh, pure. Okay. Anukulenu tat parvatena. According to Krishna Anusilanam, Rishikena Rishikesa. And Bhakti Uttama is Bhakti Uchyate. Bhakti Uchyate, it is known as Bhakti. Bhakti Uttama, it is known as top class devotion. So these two definitions are definitions of pure bhakti. So if somebody will ask you what is bhakti, then you have to cite one of these two definitions. Either you say Navilasitasuniyam, Gyan Karmadya Navritam, Anukulenu Krishnanu, Silnam Bhakti Ruttama, or you say Sarapadhi Vinurmuktam, Tatprovotena Nirmalam, Rishikana Rishikesa, Sevanam Bhakti Ruchate. One of these definition is definition of pure bhakti. Are you clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you
So,
remember any definition of bhakti given in Bhagavad Gita?
Bhakti 1426.
What is that?
Ma Charena,
Yeah, Vyacharena.
Mam Cha Avyabhicharena,
Yeah, that is the definition of bhakti.
Bhakti Yogena, say,
Se Bhakti Yogena Sevate.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Samatita.
samkalpate. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes, that is definition of words. Yes, that bhakti. What else?
Sarvadharman Parit.
Yeah, that's the definition I was looking for. Sardharman Pariteja Mahamekam Sarvam. Sardharman Pariteja is same thing. Sarapadi Bindu Muktena. Sardharman Pariteja.
Aham tva sarva papebhyo
Tvam sarva
mokshayishyami.
papobhyo.
Mokshayishyami
Aham tvam
masacha.
sarva papobhyo. Mokshasami masucha. So, Mokshasami masucha. Come to me. I'll take care of you and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of any other ulterior desires that you have. Oh, if I do this, I'll be protected. Shiva can, I should not say like that, but you can say that XYG can easily help me versus Krishna can help me. It's not blind understanding, but it's matured understanding. I'm finding over the time that teaching that is presented in Shastra is not conflicting. It really does not conflict. It says the same thing in different way. But we conflict, or our understanding is not there. So we don't understand the intent of what is being told. So these are some of the definitions of pure bhakti. Clear anything before we move to the next part? Then we are now going to see the 6 characters of bhakti. But before we do that, we will answer the question that Manohar Prabhu asked in the very beginning. So we'll try to, get to that one. But yes, Prabhu, what is your
No,
ask?
yeah, one quick question, Prabhuji. I think I'm going back to that Jnana Karmadi Anavratam. So, Gyan is the Gyan which is required for bhakti, that is needed. That is we are not talking about that bhakti here, that Jnana here, but we are talking about the monistic knowledge, right? Is that correct, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
So,
just for sake of knowledge, there. So you are not all after knowledge, right?
yeah,
You are doing Bhakti Sastri to nourish your chanting, isn't it?
yes,
We are doing Bhakti Sastri to form our faith in Krishna, isn't it?
yes,
Our goal of Bhakti Sastri is not that we leave our family, we leave everything, go to secluded place, don't perform in the Anga of Bhakti, and close our eyes and meditate on Sunyavad, Nirvisesa Sunyavad, There is no variety, everything is Shunya. That's not the purpose of Gyan, right?
yep.
So that type of Gyan is being condemned here.
And as well as karma also, when it comes to karma, it's not a fruitive activity.
Fruitive activity like, putting the money into the exchange or into the market and earning money from bad means. This karma is referring to engaging in devotional service, going to temple, cooking, doing deity worship, mopping the floor, uh, sitting and decorating the temple of Vishnu.
Yeah.
Trying to help get the temple maintained nicely. This is all bhakti, Prabhu. It's all bhakti. It's not only uh, chanting is bhakti. Many people don't understand it.
Yeah.
Having proper respect for devotee is bhakti. Understanding that somebody has spent 20, 30 years in bhakti. There is a reason behind it. Having respect for other living entity, inspiring other living entity to take up the process of bhakti. It's all bhakti. If it's done in the right way, it's all bhakti. So bhakti is a bhakta, whatever it does is bhakti, as long as is doing with the proper understanding. Right now, are we doing bhakti or not? We are doing bhakti, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Who doesn't agree that we are not doing bhakti? Please raise your hand right now. Who thinks that we are not doing bhakti? Tell me. See, none of you thinks that we are not doing bhakti. That's true. We are talking in the, Rupa Guna Lila pastime. We are trying to understand bhakti better. That itself is a bhakti. Shastra, studying, association of the devotee is bhakti. So, yes. What else? So we understood the definition of bhakti, and that is the definition we have to carry on now. So for example, you will see sadhana bhakti. Okay. So sadhana that is being done for Uttama bhakti. Okay. Raganuga bhakti means a spontaneous attachment for Uttama bhakti. Bhava Uttama bhakti. Prema Uttama bhakti. Okay. So the word is going to be used bhakti only, but we have to understand bhakti is Uttam bhakti. And that's the bhakti we are aspiring to. That's the bhakti we are trying to get at. Okay. So now we are going to see what are the characters of pure bhakti. Okay. But before we do that, we would like to answer the question that Prabhu asked, that Uttama bhakti is only for Uttama, or Kanishta is also doing bhakti. Uttama bhakti, or Madhava is also doing Uttama bhakti. My answer was that everybody is doing. So let's understand this very carefully. There is a conditioning, and conditioning is coming out of one's behavior. So you have a conditioning that you always like lying, cheating, and that has become part of your behavior. Why? Because you are still under modes of material nature. Okay. There is a desire for opposite sex, or there is desire for gaining name, fame, wealth, or being envious. These are all product of three modes of material nature. So living entity who are conditioned have their pattern of behavior, which is known as Swabhava, and that's coming out of modes of material nature. So when we say that conditioned living entity, we are conditioned living entity. We are saying that we have certain behavior which are governed by modes of material nature. Vrinda Sundari Mataji, are you able to follow us?
Prabhuji, can I ask
I was
question?
asking, yeah.
So Swabhava is also our impression, right, of the different
Yeah.
lifetimes that we have.
Samskara. You're right. Yes, you're right. So behavior is basically culmination of previous life's experience. Yes, that is also part of it, which is nothing but experience of different modes of material nature. You are right. So Swabhava that we have is coming from our previous life's experience. Yes. So living entities have their Swabhava, which are manifestation of three modes of material nature. But then there is value system. What is value system? Value system is a system that you and I live in, that we are cultivating for. And that value system is coming from scriptures. And this value system gives faith. So if you talk to somebody, they'll say, I don't believe in Lord. I don't believe in God. Right away, you know that this people value system is coming from their modes of material nature. Okay. But if one value system is coming from Shastra, from a scripture, then that value system will lead to Shraddha, faith, faith in Krishna's deity form, faith in Krishna himself, faith in Krishna's devotee. I see people, hey, ordinary dealing, thinking that somebody is very ordinary, and devotee can very easily take it. Take it, okay, tell me whatever you want to tell me, I have no problem with that. But one should not, if one behaves like that, oh, all, people have been doing bhakti for so many years, but still you are not very pure. That you cannot say. One should not say like that, because they don't understand how much purification one has made by engaging in the process of bhakti. But still, yeah, there might be some contamination, but that person is leading the life or living the life based on value system. And that value system is giving Shraddha. Do we have Shraddha that has different stage? Can somebody answer? Like less Shraddha, more Shraddha, firm Shraddha? Can somebody say yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
The different versions are there. Krishna
Yes.
in
So
Bhagavad
there are
Gita.
there are different grades of Shraddha, right?
Yeah.
Right? But all of this Shraddha is ultimately coming from Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu. Okay. So Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu, if we are abiding to the teaching of Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu, that gives a Shraddha, that gives a faith. And that faith gives us a value system. So we are in a value system. What is our value system? Can you tell some of the value system? Krishna is a person, right? Right?
Yes.
That's our value. We think Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's our value. Krishna has father and mother. That is our value. What are some of the other elements of the value system? Can you tell me? And you have faith in that value system. Can you tell me, please?
The scriptures that are given to us.
Yes, scriptures. Yeah. What we think? We think that those are true, or do you think that they are fictitious?
Those are absolutely true.
Absolute true. So that's our value system, right? These stories that are presented in Shastra are true. When we say that is it true, or is it something that we just say?
It is true.
Yeah, so that's our value system, right? Our value system is that Krishna comes in every yuga, right? So like what are the things that is example of our value system that is coming from Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu? Can we say one or two names, please, quickly, so that I can move to next topic. In order for me to make sure that you all understand this concept, I have to ask you, so that if your answer is right, that tells me you understand it. What are some of the value system we have?
Association of devotee.
Yes, by associating with devotee, we'll elevate in our Krishna consciousness. So seeking association of a devotee. Okay, what are our value system? What else we have?
We offer prasadam to the Lord
Yes,
just
food
as
that is offered to Krishna is prasadam, right? You were you saying something else, Mataji, or the same thing?
no, I was just going to say add that we treat Krishna as a person, so that's why we
Yes.
feed him just like a person or elevated
Yes.
person. would.
So our value system is that Krishna does eat, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. So this is our value system. We value that Krishna is eating. Krishna eats. Prabhuji, Manohar Prabhu.
So I think also the fact that we believe in that we are the soul, not the body.
Yes, soul is value system. We are not this body. Very good point. Soul is the value system. We are this soul. We are not this body. This is our value system. Yes, please give me some other value system that we have.
4 regulatory principles. Prabhuji.
4 regulatory principle will purify us. That is our value system. That is our value. What else is our value? Brinda Sundhi Mataji, can you tell me one or two value? I'm not sure if Mataji is able to hear us. Sadan Prabhu, can you tell me one or two value that you think we have?
So, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's
Yes, Mahamantra itself. Yes. Nam Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Vinatva Nam Nam. This holy name of Krishna, Kali Kalmasam Nasanam. It is Sudaskam Nam Nam Kali Kalmasam Nasanam. Nata Partara Yavanyate Sarabhadeshu Sarabvedeshu Drishyate. There's nothing superior than this. This is cited in all the literature that the name of Krishna is Krishna himself. Yes, very good. Holy name. We say holy name. Name of the Lord. So that is our value system. Okay. Who has not shared value system? Vedana Prabhu, do you know any value system that you can share? Santa Mataji, can you share any value system? Some of our value system.
So whatever I believe is the value system. So
No, no. What we believe is not whatever we believe is our value system. The value system is this, the belief that is coming from Sastra, Guru or Sadhu. So what are the things that we believe that's coming from Guru, Sastra and Sadhu? That's what I'm asking.
How about
Huh?
serving?
to continue.
Serving devotees.
What is that?
Serving devotees.
Serving devotee. Yes. Mam
So
Bhaktya.
doing Shravanam. Shravanam
Doing
Kirtanam.
Sarvanam. Sarvanam will,
Kirtanam.
yes. By hearing Kirtanam. Yeah, Sarvanam Kirtanam, Mananam, Medidhasanam. Yes. These are, yes, all of you said correctly. So these are value system. Okay. So what's happening is that although 100% you are not acting as per your value system, but you are driving your life as per your value system. Maybe sometimes you can take a wrong exit, and after driving few miles you find out, oh my gosh, I took the wrong exit. Again, you will come back to the highway that you took the exit from, right? So that's the point we are trying to make. Our life is governed by value system. Maybe somebody is taking more exit, going off the track and then coming back. Somebody is not taking any exit. What is the difference between the person who is taking exit versus the person who is not taking any exit?
Takes
What's
more
the
time.
the person who is taking more exit?
Takes more time.
Yeah, it'll take more time for him to get to the destination. But what happens to that person who just drives without taking any exit? Reaches to the goal very quickly, right? But can you say that the person who is taking exit is not driving in right direction? Some part is driving, some part is not, right? Say yes or no.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, he's missing the route, right? If he is taking exit means.
Right, right. He's missing the route, but he's coming back to the main route again.
Yeah, if he comes in.
Yes. So So value system, yes, if he comes in, very good point. If he comes in, so driving the life or life which is driven based on value system means maybe we are taking the exit, but we know where we have left, we know where is our goal, and we know we have to get there. But maybe we are delaying in getting there.
Okay, Prabhu means the goal is fixed. If my goal
Yes,
is very clear and fixed, then maybe I may take any number of exits. At least I know my goal and at least I'll be on the same route. But if I
yes.
don't have the proper goal or correct goal, then there is.
Then you are falling into this category. So that's what we are going to talk. So here in the second column, a person life is driven by value system with some shraddha that's coming out of Guru Shastra and Sadhu. So this person is a devotee who might be Kanishta, who might be even lower than Kanishta, who might be Madhama, might be Uttama. But on the other hand, this person who does not have value system, whose value system is coming out of mental speculation, coming out of, a speculative source of knowledge. He does not have any particular goal. No, he is acting weirdly, very weird type of action. And his life is fully governed by modes of material nature, tamsi, sattvic, or rajasi, pravritti. That person is conditioned living entity. So now, if we have to be very honest and vote ourselves, where do we fall? Do we fall on the condition stage, or do we fall completely into a category where we are always acting as per the value system?
Prabhu, that means, like, say, suppose my goal is like reaching Krishna or going to the goal, reach other, or the love of Krishna is my goal, and I'm having the faith on Guru, Shastra, Sadhu, and I'm trying to follow whatever they say. That is the route.
That is
Sometimes
all
I,
the time. If you are following, that's excellent. Yes.
yeah, sometimes I'll, of course I know, but sometimes I may fail to follow that, then
Ah,
that is taking the exit. Again, okay, no, 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 no,
exactly.
okay, I'm not doing right, and again I'm asking some help, and I'm coming back, then coming back to the route. So as long as I'm
Exactly.
into that value system, then I'm on the right side. Is right side, right?
Yes.
So
Yes. But maybe you are not 100% doing as you said.
yeah,
Yes.
of course,
But on the
I
other
think
hand,
yes.
this person who are conditioned, they're completely on the other side of the road. He's not even on the highway. He's somewhere on the, a street road or something like that. He doesn't
Yeah.
know where he's driving, all of that. Okay. So what's happening where we are, unless and until we become pure Uttam Bhakta, we are not 100% acting under value system. And also, not all the time we are working under conditioning state. None of you, I know, none of you are working all the time under conditioning state. Maybe somebody has mostly conditioned state, little bit bhakti. Somebody has more bhakti, little bit conditioned state. So most of the time, that's what is happening. There is it's called war of tag between Swabhav and Shraddha. Swabhav, that's coming from moods of material nature. Shraddha, that's coming from Guru Shastra and Sadhu. Sometimes Swabhav will win, sometimes Shraddha will win. If you are in association of material minded people, they'll say, hey, no, I know you go Hare Krishna temple all the time, Monday to Sunday. Just come one night at my house and have some prasadam, some family time together. A strict devotee would say, unless and until there is no purpose, unless and until I cannot change this person to Krishna consciousness, he would say, sorry, thank you. He's not, because he's not going for the food. He's saying, what consciousness I'm going to get, right? Sometimes he'll say, I'll come. Sometimes he'll say, I'll not come. So there is a struggle, between what to do, what not to do. Sometimes we don't know. We end up doing things. We come back and then we repent. We again try to revive our original consciousness, gain it back. So Shadhaka is in middle. Shadhaka is sometimes the conditioning is pulling too much. Sometimes 1 or 2 day conditioning pull too much that you start repenting, and then your value system will pull on the other side. No, 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 don't. I mean, come on, man. You have done so much sacrifice to become Krishna conscious. And see, you are spending time on XYZ thing. Why don't you do bhakti? Then, okay, where is my Srimad Bhagavatam? Let me read the pastime of, Ajamila. Let me read this pastime, that pastime. So there is a struggle between Subhava and Shraddha. Okay. But
Prabhu, in the examples, right? Sometimes no, because our swabhava may be more intelligent and trying to make things like, okay, suppose if I go, maybe I can tell uh, Krishna consciousness to them, and in that way, maybe I'm helping them in that way. Maybe modes
yeah,
might make us to go there, but if
yeah,
it is happening 2 3 times, then we need to restrict ourselves, say you're thinking that you may tell but you never tell in, so better stop going there. Right,
yes.
Prabhu?
So
This type
Prabhupada,
of
when he was setting up the ISKCON society, he some of the senior uh, disciple would say that, Prabhupada, we want to go and preach to the nightclubs. Prabhupada said that, be careful. Be careful. So when we are in the early on stage of Krishna consciousness, when our Shraddha is not fully formed, maybe somebody else will convince you. One devotee, I remember one person, he was coming to Hare Krishna temple, and he was asking me and Bina Mataji that give me some service, give me some service, give me some service. I knew this person is talking mostly out of emotion. I said, we'll give you some service. Why don't you do this, do that, do that? He called me once, twice. Then after that, I found out that he is active somewhere else. That's what we are talking about. If our faith is dilute, there is very chance that somebody else will carry us away. Okay. So yes, we have to go and for sake of preaching, but you have to also know our limitations. How much I can handle, how much I cannot handle. What is my extent? We have to know that. So most of the time, devotees are fighting. Sadhaka is fighting. So it's very important. When we say sadhaka, it's very important to know that we have not made sufficient purification and we are adjusting between our Swabhav and Shraddha. But as long as little bit or too much, as much as you are doing, whatever extent we are doing, if it's aligned with Guru Shastra and Sadhu, that extent you are doing pure bhakti. Clear? This is very important concept that I wanted to make it very clear. So you should not say that, oh, I'm not a devotee, I'm mixed bhakta. Normally you would see people will say, oh, I mean, come on, bhakti is impossible. These are not good way. That means we do not understand what we are talking about. Are you going to the temple and paying obeisances to deity? That's one of the anga of the bhakti. You are doing that part pure bhakti. Now, as soon as you come out of that place, you will start acting very differently. That part, yes, you have to improve. So don't say, nobody should say that I'm not doing Uttam Bhakti. And what sadhana bhakti does, which we are going to see the definition and the characters of the sadhana bhakti, slowly and slowly, slowly and slowly, slowly and slowly, will take us more on the Shraddha side. Swabhava is going to be completely delineated, completely deleted. And either small, Shraddha has different category, but all the time you are within the realm of your Shraddha. But when it happens that you come at the pinnacle and you're always acting for the Guru Shastra and Sadhu, then it becomes your spontaneous nature. And then that becomes Raganuga Bhakti. Okay. So this is a very concise and clear way to explain how this works. So next, we are going to see what are the characters of sadhana bhakti when we are, or bhakti, uttama bhakti. When we are engaged in the bhakti, bhakti means uttama bhakti. Sometimes we use the word pure bhakti. What are the characters? And there are 6 characters of pure bhakti. Okay, what it does to you when you are engaged in pure bhakti, what will happen to you? What are the things that will happen to you? And if those things are happening, then you should know that you are staying mostly in the realm of pure bhakti. If those things are not happening, that means you should know that you are not staying in the realm of pure bhakti. So from this slide, we'll continue from next session. But I would like to answer any questions anybody has based upon the discussions that we had today. Is it clear so far? Prabhu Mataji, is it clear so far? Can somebody tell yes or no? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes.
So we need to be very, aware with our personal, stature. And nectar of devotion will help us understand. Help us understand, where you are, where you have to go, how you have started. We have started our life in a very conditioned state. We say the conditioned living being. You will see Prabhupada writes in many purport, many places in the classes. We'll say, oh, conditioned living entity will do like that. But then you answer everything, and person who is next to you would not understand. What did you say? Because they don't understand what is the conditioned living entity. Use some technical terms, but sometimes we cannot, we don't have time. So this type of discussion, this type of classes will give you the very foundational understanding, some of this concept. And then later, when you are reading, hearing, studying, with this background, you would be able to understand the concept very clearly. Same Bhagavatam, you keep on reading, keep on reading, keep on reading. And every time it will give you different meaning. Why? Because the more we understand, the more clarification comes to us. So these things are extremely, extremely important. Don't take it cheap. Take it very, very serious and important knowledge, very vital piece of knowledge that will guide us on the process of Krishna consciousness. We need this knowledge. We need to have this understanding. And with this understanding, we'll be able to see things as it is. So it's 11:16 already, but if there is still 1 or 2 questions, I'll take it. If not, then we can adjourn. And on 7th, we are going to have exam, Bimala Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. That's what we
Okay.
have to.
Okay. So you can send again the reminder and see how many of devotees are willing to give the test. Everybody who has been giving the test, if you want, please come and let's have the test. Others who are not willing to give the test, they can not join the class next Saturday, which is 7th. After that, again, we'll resume our nectar of devotion. So anybody has any doubt, any questions, anything that they would like to ask? Yes, Satyanan Prabhuji, please.
So doubt. So in the slide, I saw the aim of the sadhana bhakti is to get into bhava bhakti, right?
Yeah.
Or it's a prema bhakti. Our aim should be a prema bhakti, or
Our aim should be next step, but finally Prema Bhakti.
okay. So that's
Our
what
ultimate aim is Prema Bhakti.
so that's what I was trying to meditate on that point, so that it's clear to me. Okay.
Yeah, so aim is to here is the thing, Prabhu. So you have to drive from your place to temple, right? But while you are driving, do you have some red lights in your way?
Mhm.
Can you reach to your temple by avoiding all the red lights that you have next to you or very close to your home? You'll have car accident, right? Right?
Yeah.
Prabhu, please.
Yeah.
So in order for you to get to the destination, you have to be very cautious and make sure that all the red lights that is coming in your way, you cross it, right?
Yeah.
So although your goal is prema bhakti, at the same time, in order to get there, you have to cross all the lights, red lights very successfully,
Mm.
right? But if you say that, no, I'm just going to temple, I don't have to worry for the red light, you cannot reach there, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So that's how you have to understand it. So immediate goal is very, very important. You say that I just want to, be the prema bhakta. I don't care for following the 4 principles, or I don't care having a spontaneous taste for bhakti. All I have to do is that just get there. It's not possible because one step leads to next step, leads to next step. So successfully we have to go through each step in our way to get to the final step. So each steps are important. Is that right? Is the right way to say that?
Yeah. I was trying to, remember that.
So
And
both, answer is both. Both, your ultimate goal is your goal, but your short-term goal is also a goal.
yeah, got
Both
it.
are your goal. One is a bigger set and another one is maybe subset of the bigger set. Right?
Yeah.
So that's how it is. Okay, Bina Mataji. Prabhu clear, Satyanarayana Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Bina Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
So I just want to share my realization one day, not in this Thanksgiving day only. We had some friends over, and in there was a lady who was very irregular in Swadhyay. There is a chapter Swadhyay thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she was talking about Bhagavad Gita, and I asked her, "What do you do there?" So she told me that they teach about the practical application of Bhagavad Gita in our daily life. And she was telling me that it's not important to do just puja and bhakti, but you should use it in your daily life. And then I was thinking, like, how come you cannot give credit to the person who spoke Bhagavad Gita, who gave you that knowledge? How come you don't do bhakti to that person himself? But then I realized that, I do not have uh, sufficient, as you just said, sufficient knowledge to counter, or I know my stature, like how much I can talk to. So at least I thought, at least she's doing some kind of she's at least closer to Krishna's words, if not Krishna. But if she's not doing bhakti, maybe one day she will. So I just stopped and didn't say anything to her.
Leave all the living entity on the mercy of Krishna. If there are some who you can convince, if there are some who you can work with them. You cannot convince everybody. People are of different personality. They have different degree of understanding. Just fold your hand and get out. Prem, Maitri, Karuna, Viksha is 4 things. You have to always remember. Prem, Maitri, Karuna, Viksha. You have to be willing to do these 4 things. Prem, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are lover of Sri Krishna. Maitri, friendship to those who are like-minded, to those who can inspire you on your process. Those who are true lover of, you have to have that understanding that who are the real, truly loving Krishna, who I should beg to seek the guidance and association. That's your free will. That you have right. So Matri, seek their guidance, their input, their friendship. And Karuna. Karuna means there are some people who will come and say, Vina Mataji, there's so many people, so many process. Can you please kindly help me understand which process, what path I should follow? Then you should say that yes, you should follow the path that is coming from Lord Himself, Lord Himself. And Lord gives his process to his pure devotee. Ordinary person, doesn't matter how smart, how intelligent. It's very logical thinking. So the process of bhakti is given to sadhu, and sadhu are present in the form of devotee, present in the form of a spiritual master. So seek that type of path. So have compassion. Don't also reject somebody. There are some people who would not listen you. Pecha. Thank you so much. I cannot, convince you. My, strength is maybe they have different stage. There's somebody else who can. You cannot convince everybody. There are certain personality. They are meant to be convinced by somebody else. Whatever there is weakening, whatever is their weak spot, they will be convinced by that type of personality. Okay, like for example, if you go and talk to American, might be difficult to convince, but another American person who have similar knowledge like you can easily convince because they can connect very well. They are American. Same thing what you were saying, you would have tons of questions, but same thing if the American is saying, you will understand it. He'll say, yeah, makes sense. Thank you, man. Thank you. So so you have to always understand your capacity. Okay. It's nothing that is that I'm all rounder. It's not like that, I can get everything done. No, never. Krishna is all rounder. Krishna can get everything done. We are his servants. Whatever empowerment Krishna has given to me, whatever he wants me to get done, only that part I can get done. If I try to get something done which is not empowered, which is not destined to me, don't feel bad about that also. So be ready to ignore certain things. Be ready to be compassionate also, who deserve your compassion. You would know. Nothing wrong about it. It's teaching. Somebody doesn't need my compassion because they don't have respect for your compassion. Your compassion will be considered weakness. Get out of that. Don't worry. There are other people who need your compassion. Whoever is needing you, give them your compassion. Seek the guidance of the person who is inspiring you, and always be the lover of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's how, we do. We should be smart enough to understand the situation. Wherever we are put into, you know, very quickly understand what is happening in the surrounding. And then based upon that, adjust yourself. My dear Lord, I love you. That's my main goal. I want to love whoever loves you. And then Krishna will give you the intelligence to adjust and survive. So these are some of the critical tips that we have to apply. But we ultimately love Krishna. We love the teaching that Krishna has given. We love Prabhupada. We love Brahmadagara Sampradaya teaching, pure teaching, extremely pure teaching. There are other pure teaching too, but this is one of the pure teaching too. So you are not on the wrong path. Be 100% assured. The path that you are following will lead you to supreme ultimate goal. But how to get there? We have to navigate, and that's the challenge we have to navigate, to get through all of these noises. There are noises, okay, left, right, up, down, everywhere. But be very careful and deal with the noises and navigate towards Krishna. I'm running towards Krishna. All of these things are around me. Okay. It was not that Jesus Christ was not criticized. He was criticized. Today he's being worshipped. He was criticized. It's not that Bhakti Swami Maharaj was not criticized. He was criticized. Is it not that Prabhupada was not criticized? Prabhupada was criticized. And is it not that your spiritual master is not being criticized? He's being criticized too. So if you get lost into criticism, then you do nothing. But if you focus, you get way ahead. Are you following, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that's how we have to navigate towards Krishna. And Krishna is ultimately the doer. He'll solve the problem. Looking at our sincerity, he'll manifest the situation in around us, which will make us better devotee. So there's some of the advice I would give. Yes, be very, very careful. Give the example, as I said, Prabhupada warned his disciple, don't go to nightclubs for preaching. Don't go to those places where you go and you lost your consciousness. Don't go to the places where people are drinking and smoking, saying that I'm gonna save them. Save yourself. Topmost duty, topmost service each living entity is to save oneself. When you are flying on the plane, what do they say? In unfortunate situation, if there is any turbulence, please put mask on your face first, then help the others. That's the law applies in bhakti also. You are responsible to protect and guard your bhakti, and then help others. Okay, Mataji? Are we good?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Can we
Yes,
adjourn here?
sure.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. So next Saturday, Vimala Mataji, find out who are giving the exams.
Yes,
Then
Prabhuji.
we can send the, we'll decide what we are doing.
11 to 1.
Vanchkalpat, yes, Mataji, 11 to 1. If we give the exam, yes, 2-hour exam. Vanchkalpatra Vesha Kripa Sindhu Vyavasya Patitanam Pavaneve Vaishnava Anant Koti Vaishnavind Ki Jai Samal Bhaktavind Ki Jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Dandavad.
Krishna.
Thank you
Hari
so
Bol.
much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.